That's fine. So I want you to start in Shavasana, so the laying down dead body pose, or we're going to do Supta Baddha Konasana, which is how we ended last week. I will show you. Remember, you've got all your pillows, blocks, blankets. You can get as comfortable as you need. So Shavasana, if you're not familiar, is just laying flat on the mat. You can put a pillow underneath your knees, pillow behind your shoulders if you want to. Yeah, just relax, get comfortable. Or Supta Baddha Konasana, which is how we ended last week, was almost the same, but we bring the soles of our feet together and we let our knees hang wide. Hands, palms facing upwards. Fingers curled, no tension. I just want you to breathe here. Close your eyes or have a soft gaze. You're not focusing on anything. And just breathe. And I want you to start the practice today by thinking of or visualizing 3 things that you're grateful for. Just 3 simple things. Maybe it's the body that brought you here today, that gets us through so much. Maybe you're grateful for that, grateful for your health. Maybe you're grateful for your pets, your horses, dogs, cats, and their unconditional love. Maybe you're just grateful for the big, fat, warming, comforting cup of tea or coffee every day, every morning when we wake up. Maybe it makes you smile, being grateful. They're very simple. Still breathing. So as you was with us last week, we worked on the equal breath where we matched our inhale to our exhale. And today we're going to go for a more cooling, calming. And by doing so, we elongate the exhale. So while you're here, can you breathe in for 4, out for 6, perhaps? Give it a go. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, in. Just play around if that's too much, or maybe you can add another count on or take a count off, but make your exhale longer than your inhale. And the first couple of rounds will be ragged and hard to control, but we eventually take control and slow it down. Nice. So while you're lying down, I would like you to take your left hand to your chest and your right hand to your belly. And just feel the breath. Feel the shape change in your chest, in your tummy. Feel the rise and fall of your hands. Your breath is life. Feeling your life under your hands. It's there. Just taking a moment to ground ourselves, to be in the practice now. Our bodies have no choice. We can only be in the present. Our bodies cannot be in the past. Our bodies cannot be in the future. Our minds, yes, they try to, but our bodies cannot. And we want to connect our mind to our body so that they are both present, at least for the next 60 minutes. Just breathe and enjoy. Today's class has a theme, and it's a yoga concept called Abhyasa and Vairagya. Abhyasa means effort, discipline, work. Vairagya means surrender, letting go. They're complete polar opposites, but we need an equal amount of both of them. And that's what we're going to be working on in our yoga practice today. So taking a final few moments here. And you're going to open your eyes, going to bend your left leg, then your right leg, and you're going to lift your right leg to the ceiling, similar to what we did last week. Maybe interlock your fingers behind your thigh, point your toes, then bring your toes towards you, point, bring them towards you. One more, point the toes, bring them towards you. Let's do 3 ankle rolls one way, and 3 the other way. Still breathing. Knee slightly bent if you need to. And we're going to bend the right knee and bring our ankle towards us. You can either hold on to your foot, or if that's not available, hold on to your shin and your right hand on your right knee. And you're just going to rock your right shin. Rock, roll, maybe make big circles. Wiggle it around, just oiling into that hip joint, increasing lubrication. Help us to move well. And finally, resting the right ankle above the left knee, coming into a reclined pigeon pose. Maybe your hand can gently encourage the right knee away, flexing the right foot to protect the right knee. And if you want to, you need more, you can interlock your fingers and bring that left leg to your body. If you've been sitting down all day, if you've been working from home, this is perfect. You'll feel your lower back meet the floor. Breathing in and a long breath out. One more, breathing in and a long breath out. Placing your left foot to the floor, dropping your right knee to the right, and have a little gentle twist. Twisting the hip, twisting the spine. Breathe in. Bring your legs back to center. Put the right foot on the floor, lifting the left leg to the ceiling. So wherever feels comfortable, wherever you can feel a stretch, or you can have a deeper bend in that left leg as much as you need to. You're going to point the toes to the ceiling. Bring the toes towards your nose. Point to the ceiling. Bring them to your nose. We're flossing the hamstrings here. Point away. And bring towards your nose. 3 ankle rolls. I got some clicking. I like clicking. And 3 the other way. Going to bring that left foot towards you, holding on to the left foot or the left shin. Left hand at the left knee and have a little rock. Enjoy, feel good, lubricating that hip joint. So when we move, it feels smoother, more oiled. When you're ready, placing that left foot above the right knee, flex the left foot to protect the knee. And maybe with our left hand, we can encourage the left knee away from the body, a little space in the front of the hip. Breathe in here. If you want to go deeper, you can interlock your fingers behind your right thigh and encourage that right thigh towards you. You may feel your bum cheek, outer hip, IT band, front hip, all coming alive now. Maybe a little rock feels good. Lower back is pressing into the floor. Breathe in here, long out breath. And you're going to drop that left knee to the left side, create a little twist. Relax it down. Feel the twist gently up your spine from the tailbone to your neck. Gentle rotation. Breathe in here. Nice, and bring it back to center. Bring your knees into your chest. Keeping your toes together, place your hands on top of your knees, and you're going to create circles with your kneecaps, okay? So just lubricating into the hip joints again. Breathe in and roll in. Whatever feels good. Make it like a wave, nice and smooth, the movement. And take it the other way. Good. Place your feet to the floor, hip distance apart, or if you have any lower back problems, you can take it a little bit wider, but I want your knees and shins facing in the same direction as your toes. We're going to place our hands by the side of our body, palms down this time, and we're going to come into a gentle glute bridge. So we're going to push through the soles of our feet, through our arms and hands, and lift the bum. Squeeze the bum cheeks, activate the thighs, and gently as you exhale, coming back down. Try and make some length in your spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, tailbone last. Breathing in, push through and lift. Breathing out, rolling down. Try and keep that space in your vertebrae. Keep going. Breathing in, lifting. Long breath out, rolling back down. One more. Breathing in, push through the feet. Knees going forward. Squeeze the bum, hold it here. Keep breathing. Go back to that long out breath. One more, breathing in. And on your out breath, roll back down. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little hug. Stay here. You can feel maybe your knees, your thighs on your belly, your hands on your shins, your knees pressed together. If you can, reach hold of the big toe with your index finger and middle finger and hold on to your big toes. If not, hold on to your shins if that's available. And we're just going to lift the legs, keep the knees bent, and come into a happy baby. Now, the aim of this pose is not to get high and wide. It's actually to encourage your tailbone down, compressing the hips and breathe in here. Make it comfortable. So do what you need to do to make this comfortable. No one's watching. Breathe. So the reason that we're focusing on the out breath today and elongating it is because the exhale is nature's pain relief. It's a natural way to relieve pain. We literally are breathing out anxiety, breathing out fear. Just focusing on the out breath. And know that you'll always have your breath with you as long as you're living. And you always have this natural pain relief with you, the exhale. Breathing in. Long breath out. Bringing your knees together, give them a little hug. Breathe in. And remember, in yoga we say we want to breathe through our nose because it has filters and that's what it was made for. And they believe that the mouth was made for consumption and that the mouth is the emergency exit for breathing, which I told Laura this week. However, saying that, if breathing through your nose, if you have a cold, if it feels anxious, if it feels unfamiliar to you, then breathe through your mouth. Be kind to yourself. Let it feel good. So if you can, breathe in and out through your nose, but if not, let it go. So we're going to drop over to the right, our knees, push our hands into the floor, and coming up to a tabletop position. We'll just do one or two cat-cows. So breathing in, I want you to drop your belly to the floor, hips raise, shoulders raise, chin raises, cow position, nice arch in the back. Breathe away, out, pushing the floor away, tuck the tailbone, scoop the belly, very nice. Breathing in. And breathing out, push the floor away. Tuck the toes, lift your hips into a downward dog position. Knees are bent. Hold it here, take a breath in. Big breath out. Looking between your toes, your shoulder is relaxed. Walking your feet to meet your hands at the front of the mat. Coming into a forward fold, bend your knees to release the hamstrings. And place your hands on your hips, gently push through the floor, rolling up vertebrae by vertebrae. Shoulders pin back, the chin lifts, slowly tracing your gaze up the wall. So you can come to a standing position without feeling dizzy. Arms by your side. And we stand into Tadasana. I'm going to move it so I can fit in here. So Tadasana, let's have feet hip distance apart or as wide as the mat if that feels good for you. Feet pushing into the floor. Pulling up on the front of your thighs, squeezing your bum so your core is engaged, navel to spine, shoulders back and down, arms are long and light, crown of the head reaching to the ceiling, the back of your neck is wrinkle free. And breathe in here. Some people were having trouble to get back on. Sorry, guys. So we're going to do a sun salutation, and we're going to do slightly different from what we've been doing for the last 2 weeks. And this is nearing almost like a full sun salutation. I've chose it because it requires effort. Okay, so standing at the front of your mat in Tadasana, feet pushing in the floor, shoulders back and down, tummy is turned on, chin is tucked in. Breathing in, I want you to lift your arms overhead, maybe your palms meet, look at your hands, raise the breastbone, and then you're going to swan dive forward. So take your arms wide, bend your knees, hinge at the hips, flat back, and then folding down into forward fold. We're going to send the right leg back as far as you can, way back, and drop the knee. Keep your toes tucked or untucked, whatever feels good. If you can, you have the option to come up. You can place your hands onto your knees or here at heart center, or you can keep your hands either side of the mat. Depending on how wide you've taken your legs, the width, depends on whether you can balance here. Breathe, long out breath. Place your hands to the floor, tuck the back toe, and you're going to take that left leg back and come into a downward dog. Very nice. Hips are high, bend the knees. Let's walk the dog. Padding through your feet. Hands pushing evenly into the floor. Widen your collarbones, let your head drop. Breathe in. Breathing out for longer. Very nice. You're going to take your left leg. No, you're not. You're going to take your right leg, lift it, and you're going to try and place it next to the front right hand. So you may need to help it along. Okie dokie. And you're going to come back into that lunge position. Drop the back knee. Untuck the back toes if you wish. Take a breath in. If you want to, you can come up to a kneeling position, hands to heart center. Really lean deep into that hip. Getting a stretch on the left hip flexor. Place your hands down. Bring that left foot to meet the right. Coming into a forward fold. Let the head hang. Place your hands on your hips. Pin your shoulder blades and elbows back. Bend your knees. Push through the floor. Come up with a flat back minus the wardrobes. And breathe. Taking your arms overhead. Breathe in. Maybe your palms meet, maybe they don't. Gaze at your hands if you can. Lift the breastbone. Breathing out, take your arms wide, folding at the hips, bend the knees, and releasing down into forward fold. Very nice. This time, we're going to take the left leg back, drop the knee. If you want to, you can come up. Breathe, get deeper into the hip. If you're struggling for balance, you may have poor balance like me, or maybe you just need to widen the distance between your legs. Breathe in. Place your hands onto the floor. Tuck in that back toe, come into downward dog. Whichever variation you want to, bending your knees. Pressing through the floor. Just having a couple of breaths here in this position in downward dog. Encouraging the heels to meet the mat. Most likely they won't, but we like to imagine that they can. Maybe focus between your ankles, between your knees. Let the head drop. So a sun salutation is effort. We have to work for it. It requires discipline. We don't just do it once and do it well. We have to work hard every day to feel the benefits, to improve our performance. It requires effort. You're going to lift the left foot and bring the left foot in between your hands or outside of the left hand, walking it in slightly, drop the back knee. If you want to, you can stay here, grow your heart forward. If not, you can lift to a lunge, deeper into the hip, stretching off that front of the right hip flexor, very nice. Breathe in. Hands on the floor, let your right leg meet your left. Forward fold, bend the knees, get comfortable, let your head hang. Place your hands on your hips, clip back the elbows, the shoulder blades coming up, flat back, push through the floor up to standing. Hands by your side, shoulders back and down. Let's rest in Tadasana. Close your eyes or have a soft gaze and just breathe. So with everything in life, we need the right amount of it. We need effort and discipline, but we need the right amount of effort. Doing 100 sun salutations every day may not suit our body and may actually cause injuries or wear and tear or wear us out. So that eventually we can't do any sun salutations because we have discomfort. So we need effort, but in the right amount. Let's go one more time. We're going to pick up the pace. So breathing in, take your arms overhead. Let your hands meet at the top. Lift the breastbone. Very nice. Swan dive forward, nice and slowly. Hips go back, breathing out. Hands meet the floor, head down. Bend the knees. You're going to step back with the right foot, knee to the ground. If you want to, stay here, grow the heart forward. If not, take your hands to heart center, shoulder back and down, breathing in and out. Place your hands to the floor, tuck the back toes if you didn't, downward dog. So as we've been here for the third time, maybe you can start to straighten off the legs, not completely locked out. We always want a little bend in them regardless. Equal weight in your hands, breathe in. Gonna lift the right foot and try and place it in between the hands or by your right hand. Give it a helping hand if you need to. Walking the foot in slightly. And if it feels good, coming back up to that lunge position. Navel to spine, turn the tummy on. Hands meet the floor, frame the foot. Bring that back foot to meet the front foot. Forward fold, let the head hang, the back grows long. Hands on your hips, elbows back, flat back, push through the floor, bend the knees, push, push, push. And up. We'll go one last time. Breathing in, take your arms overhead, lift the breastbone, maybe look at your hands. Breathing out, folding forward, hips bend flat back. And relaxing down here. We're going to step back with the left foot as wide as you can, as far as you can. Step it back, knee to the floor. Widen the stance if you need to. Either stay here or grow tall. You need the right amount of effort for you. You need to know what the right amount of effort is. Hands to the floor. Tuck the toes back to downward dog. Hips tilt forward so the tailbone is to the sky. Relaxing your chest to your thighs. Widen the collarbones. Let go of your head. Maybe a couple of yes, no's here. And when you're ready, we're going to take the left foot forward. However you want to, get it there. Drop the back knee. Grow your heart forward. If you want to come up, you can push through the front foot. Don't let the knee cave in. Breathe in, maybe getting a little deeper into that hip. Getting rid of any tension. If we sit down all day, this is fantastic. Hands on the floor. The front foot meets the back. And we're just going to stay here in a forward fold. If you want to, you can take your feet as wide as the mat. And you can have a bigger bend in your knees as you wish. Maybe your torso rests on your thighs. Tilt the hips to the sky. Let your head hang heavy and breathe. If you want to, hold on to your shins, your thighs, your elbows. Get comfortable and breathe. So when we talk about the right amount of effort, we need to know what we need to hold on to. We need to know what we need to work on. And we need to know what to let go. We're not really using our hands here. So can you relax your hands? Are you holding on to any face muscles? Relax the muscles around your eyes. Really make this comfortable. Long out breath. Letting go on the front of the body. Having effort on the back body. We're going to walk our hands up our thighs. Coming back up to a standing. Slowly trace your gaze up a wall. Shoulders back and down. Lift the head and we're going to have a couple of breaths in Tadasana. Breathe. Maybe you can feel the effort that you just put in. Maybe you can feel it in your quads, the front of your thighs. Maybe you can feel it around your hip bones. Maybe the back of your thighs feel really effortful. Breathe. And let that feeling go. Surrender that feeling. We provided effort and then we let it go. Nice. So the next position, you have two choices. You can come to the long edge of your mat, or if it means that you can't see me, you can straddle your mat. I'm going to pull you down slightly. So I'm going to go to the long edge of the mat so you can see me. I want you to take a nice wide stance, however wide you want to, whatever feels good for you. Feet are parallel to the short ends of your mat. Bum is turned on. Trying to bring up the front of your thighs, shoulders back and down. Going to turn this front foot, so our right foot, to face the front of the mat. You're going to bend the front knee. You're going to raise your arms. Looking over the middle finger of that front hand. Warrior 2. Energetically send the front knee to the little toe. Breathe. Take a long breath here. Ignore the dog. So it may feel effortful. You may feel your quads come alive. You want your hips, your chest facing forward to the same angle as that back foot, but your neck facing forward. From here, we're going to turn the front hand palm up. We're going to tip the torso and the front arm backwards and reach it to the sky. The back arm is going to slide down the back of your leg, and you're going to maybe bend a little bit deeper into the front knee. You've got a side body stretch here. You've got a back bend here. If it's not comfortable to look at your front hand, you can stay facing forward, creating space in your armpits. Breathe in. And coming back to that warrior two position, nice and strong. So when we talk about balance of effort and letting go, I want you to really push your legs, your feet into the floor, nice, strong, supportive legs. But I want you to let go of the shoulders. Let go of any tension in your face. We can do both. They're the opposite, effort and letting go, but we can do both. Keep breathing. And you're going to straighten the front leg, turn that front foot to face forward and come into Tadasana. Relax the arms by your side, let the crown of your head grow tall. Breathe. Feel the rewards of your effort. Honor it. Maybe that front foot, that right foot feels alive. Maybe it feels a bit uncomfortable. It will pass, as does everything. Take your legs out wide again. So when we go into the warrior two position, if your feet were too far away, too short, you always have the opportunity to adjust your bottom feet. You're not stuck there, okay? So make it comfortable for you. Turning that left foot to the short edge of the mat. Bend the left leg. Reach wide with your arms and take the gaze over your left hand. Breathe. Strong in the bottom half, surrendering in the top half. Navel to spine, tailbone tucked under. Crown of your head growing tall. She is a warrior. She is a survivor. As are we. Turn the palm up, the front palm up, and tip the torso back, lift it overhead. The right arm slides down the right leg. Breathe, back bend, side body, space into the armpit. Breathe. Keep bending, keep reaching. It's not how far backwards you go, it's how much length you can create. Bending into that into the front foot, the bent leg, strong back leg, both feet pushing into the floor, coming back to warrior two. Breathing. Staying strong, but having qualities of the softness. Turning that left foot to face the long edge of your mat. Hands together. Come to Tadasana. Turn your palms down. Turn your palms out. Tuck the chin. Crown of your head grow long. Root the feet into the floor and breathe. Breathe in here. The warrior is a survivor. Survived many battles in the past, many battles to come. Just like us, we have survived many things. Sometimes great big things. We've survived them because we're here right now. Maybe we'll have more challenges in the future, but we survived them too. I want you to come to the front of your mat. I'm going to face you guys so you can see me. Bring it down a little bit. You're going to roll your ankle. Take your left foot. Roll it around. Yeah. Any pop in, maybe. I'm going to take a step back and just have a little, so you can see, stretch on the front toes. If you wear heels, this is probably going to kill. Now I want you to roll over your toes and place that back heel on the ground, bend your front knee. Okay, so play, coming over onto the ground, bend your front knee. Looks very similar to Warrior 2, right? However, this time we're going to bring our hands to heart center. We're going to have our ribs, shoulders facing the front this time, as opposed to Warrior 2. And this becomes Warrior 1, another survivor. Another strong pose. Breathe in here. Shoulders back and down, navel to spine. Bending the front knee, don't let it cave in. Energetically send it to that little toe. Breathe. We're going to just do a little arm flow. So breathe in, take your arms overhead. Breathing out, bring your hands down slowly to match our breath to heart center. 2 more, breathing in. Hands to heart center, breathing out. 1 more, breathing in. Breathing out, slow and long to heart center. Very nice. Step in that back foot to meet the front. Tadasana. Feeling that thigh, that effort that we've created, the energy we put in. Very nice. We're going to take the opposite foot now. Roll it around. And take it behind. Have a little bend and stretch. Flip the foot over, place the heel on the ground. Bend the front knee. Hands to heart center. Hips, ribs, shoulders, head facing forward towards that front leg. Bend into the knee. Don't let it cave in. Strong feet, soft shoulders. Breathe. Very nice. We are warriors. Going to go for the arm float. So breathe in, taking your hands up forward. Maybe you can look at your hands. Breathing out, slow and long to heart center. Maybe your eyes can chase your hands. So breathing in. Oh, I'm falling. Breathing out, hands to heart center. Push into the floor. Last one, breathing in. That shows you my balance is absolutely pants. Breathing out, slow and long. Push your feet into the floor. Push your hands together. That will create stability. And bring your feet together. The back foot meets the front foot. Let's stand in Tadasana. And as we recognize and honor that there's a warrior, a survivor in all of us, Remember what you have already endured in your life, in however many years you've been on this earth. What is to come is temporary, just like the feeling in our legs, it passes. So we're going to take a balance now, which I haven't really done with you. I'll tell you now, if I haven't already, my balance is absolutely pants, but we're going to give it a go anyway. So you're going to start on your left foot. You can use furniture, walls, door handles, anything if you need to, because if we need support, it's very wise of us to know we need support to take it, okay? Be very foolish to carry on regardless when we're not doing well. So lifting the right foot, I'm going to hold on while I'm talking actually. You have a couple of options. You can come to your inner calf. You can come to your inner thigh if you have that openness in your hip. Or if you have very poor balance today, I'm on thick carpet, so that is me. You can put your big toe on the floor and just rest your ankle into your inner calf. This pose is not, I repeat, this pose is not about the floating leg. Where this leg goes, it makes no difference, okay? It's about your standing leg. And I can already feel my standing leg, so there we go. So choose a position. I want you to suck that hip in, don't let it fall out, turn the tummy on, squeeze the bum cheeks, navel to spine, shoulders back and down, and if you can, bring your hands to heart center. Hands to heart center, if you're starting to wobble, push your hands together, create stability, and have a soft gaze at a point in front of you. Maybe you can feel that foot on the floor, working energy, keep breathing, slow breath, focus on something. This is called Viksasana or tree pose. So we're imitating a tree. Breathing, keep balancing, keep pushing that grounded foot into the floor, shoulders back and down, strong bottom, top half is light and airy. Breathing in, out. One last one, breathing in, long out breath. Place that right foot down, shake out the left. If the pain is unfamiliar, uncomfortable, it passes, it does. Place both feet to the ground, we're going to go on to the other side. So choose the position of that left foot. I'm going to go here. Suck in that right hip. Pull all the muscles into that right hip bone. Squeeze your bum, navel to spine, hands to heart center, shoulders back and down. You have the option to place your big toe on the floor. You have the option to hold on for support as and when you need it. Your wardrobe, your wall is always there. Use it when you need it. Breathe. So a tree is also a survivor. Mother Nature. It survives the harsh winter to grow again in the spring and the summer. When there's a storm, it roots itself into the ground to hold on. And as the storm passes, the tree grows, blooms, and is still standing. Keep breathing, keep pressing into that front foot, push your hands together to create stability, shoulders back and down, soft. And let go, wiggle that foot. Oh, my feet kill doing balance. Woo. So you're going to take it back to the floor. Let's have a look how we're doing for time. Let me pull this down a little bit. If you've got your pillows, may need that. We're going to do some bends. So we've done the effort part of our practice, and in our warriors and our tree, we had effort and surrender at the same time. Our legs were efforting, our upper body, our face muscles were surrendering. We're going to take our legs out long. You can have them bent, root the sit bones into the ground, using a bolster or a pillow to get a little higher if you wish, so that your pelvis is tilting forward and not rounding back. You've got pillows. You can also take a pillow to bend the knees, loosening off the hamstrings, loosening off the lower back. What we're going to do is we're going to take our right foot and we're going to bring it in. You can come here to the calf, or you can bring it up to the groin area. I'm going to turn sideways slightly so you can see, okay? Front leg out long. So if this already is effort, you can bring your foot out longer, or you can place a pillow under the bent knee. We're going to reach up tall, and we're just gently going to walk our body out long to that long leg. And we're going to find a place where we can relax, surrender, and let go. So maybe you need your pillows, your blankets, whatever, okay? Lengthening, drop the head, let the head go. I'm trying to, may find you a place. There we go, that's it. Grow your body long, keep breathing, long breath out, relax. We're surrendering now. Relax the foot, relax the calf, relax the quads, the front of the thigh. Relax your hamstrings, relax your back, relax your shoulders, relax your head. Breathe and surrender. Slowing it down. Letting it go. If your leg doesn't stretch out as long as you hope it to be, let it go. Breathe in. Surrendering, let your body feel heavy, let gravity pull you down. And walking your hands in. Remove the pillow if you've got one. Give your legs a little wiggle. We're going to go on to the other side, so make it comfortable. I'm going to put a pillow out on my extended leg. Choose the place where you want that left leg to be. Reaching up tall and then relaxing over the front leg. Just surrender. If you can close your eyes or have a soft gaze, let it go, let it be. Soften the muscles in your face. Soften your toes. Make sure your hands are not claw-like. Keep breathing. Let it go. Let go of all the muscles. Just surrender. Keep breathing. Let go of any worry. Remember our out breath. It removes fear. So if this position is slightly unfamiliar, focus on your out breath. Relax your shoulders, they're not needed now. They're not going to change the position of your legs, so relax them. Keep breathing. Walk your hands in. And this time we'll just hug our legs in. Or squeeze, wiggle. And we're going to lay down. Almost there. Lay down, put your lower back on the mat. Knees bent, feet to the floor. I want you to lift your right foot and cross it over your left. Cross your thighs if you possibly can. If not, your shins is enough. So we're going to cross the right thigh over the left. I want you to push into that left foot so your hips rise. And I want you to take your hips slightly over to the right. And then you're going to drop your knees to the left. Surrendering, guys. Letting go. Bringing the shoulders down. So when we twist like this, we try to encourage the opposite shoulder to meet the mat. It requires effort. But right now, we're letting go of the effort and we're just surrendering. When we put effort into the wrong places, that's where we create anxiety. So let go. Maybe your knees meet the floor, maybe they don't. Maybe your shoulders are on the mat, maybe they are not. Let go. Let go of any expectations, let go of any effort, just surrender. Feeling rotation in your spine, a stretch of the side body, stretch of the hips. Long out breath. On your next in-breath, bring your knees up to center. Uncross them, get into a neutral position. We're going to go onto the other side. So cross the left thigh over the right thigh. Maybe you can make it a little bit deeper. Push into the right foot, lift your hips, take your hips over to the left, place them back down, let your knees fall to the right. Surrendering, guys. Maybe this side is different, more easeful. Bring it back to the breath. No effort is required now. Surrender. Let go. Breathe out. Breathe out fear. Breathe out worry. Relax, get heavy. Final breaths. In and out. On your next breath in, bring your knees to center, uncross, give it a wiggle, bring your knees into your chest, rock, roll, what feels good. Feel that lower back on the mat. And you're going to take your legs out long, hands by your side, coming into our final Shavasana, or whatever position feels comfortable. You can have a pillow underneath your thighs, pillow on your belly feels nice, pillow behind your shoulders or head. Maybe you want to put on a jumper or socks. And just stay here. Breathe in, long out breath. Palms face the ceiling, toes falling out to the side, the heels are heavy, shoulders are heavy, head is heavy, supported by your mat. Just breathe in here, close your eyes or have a soft gaze. Slow breath out, releasing any tension that you may still be holding on to. Releasing any thoughts. So when we talk about surrender, we often have connotations of giving up, weakness, but it's far from it. It's actually wisdom. Knowing that some things are out of your control and to let that go, no matter how much effort it is out of your control. So surrendering is not weak, it's very wise. We worry, and that uses a lot of negative energy. It turns into anxiety and it doesn't serve us. It's not going to get us anywhere. It's the wrong kind of effort. But don't feel hard on yourself for worrying. Don't feel hard on yourself for feeling anxious about the situation we are in or what's to come. That's natural. Be kind to yourself. But how about using your effort and discipline, that Abhyasa, in a positive way, in a self-care way, maybe talking to friends, reaching out, pampering ourselves, having that big cup of tea, or cuddling our pets. Put the effort into those kind of things and surrendering to what is out of our control. Some final breaths here, feeling heavy. Let the mat hold you. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Maybe rock your head from side to side. Bring your feet to the floor one by one, knees into your chest. Give your body what feels good. Let your knees drop to the left. Push your hands into the floor and come up to a seated position, whatever feels comfortable. Get into a seated position and close your eyes or have a low gaze. Hands to heart center. Crown of your head reaching tall, back is nice and straight. Maybe press your thumbs into your chest a little bit. You can feel the breath, your shape changing because of the breath. And know that your breath is still here with you. I'm going to finish this class on a little Serenity Prayer. Grant me the serenity to change what I can. Grant me the strength to let go of what I can't change. Grant me the wisdom to know the difference between the two. Bringing your hands up between your eyebrows, that little space. Press your thumbs into the space between your eyebrows. Breathing in, long out breath. Namaste. Very